All right, welcome to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 Valley TV, and also on YouTube. Just type in the Albert and Billy Show on YouTube, and you can watch every episode ever made. And I think today 53. Is episode 53, and episode 3 of season 2.
I bet they get tired if they watch all of them together.
I think so, definitely. Definitely. We got the Fall Festival coming up, Pawpaw. That's a big event coming up. I think the first weekend of October, Allie. Here's a bunch of yes, October 6th through the 8th.
That's not the last week.
No, I think it's the first weekend of October.
Oh, first week. Last weekend would be Halloween. You wouldn't want to do that.
No. And I'm a little under the weather today, folks, so just bear with me.
And pray for you.
Yeah, not feeling too good. But the farmers market will host a lot of the events, of course, at the Fall Festival. They'll have a cookout on that Friday.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that starts at 4 o'clock. Of course, Friday, the big thing Friday will be the golf tournament out at Fall Creek Falls State Park. It'll be starting at 8 o'clock a.m. with a shotgun start and a 4-person scramble. And they'll have several contests. Closest to the pin, longest drive, and longest putt are planned. Saturday, it brings the main event. The opening ceremony will start at 10 o'clock a.m. and visitors will be able to enjoy a whole lot of vendors will be set up, so they'll be able to enjoy that, plus arts and crafts and music. At 4 p.m., music makers, students, they're going to have a show, and it'll be at the Main Street stage. That should be good.
Yeah.
That'll be at 4. And the Glow Run, that'll be interesting to see. This is the first time they've done this. It's a Glow Run.
Very new.
Very new. They usually have the runs in the morning time, but it's smart to add it with the Fall Festival. It starts at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in running, you can pick up a registration form at Bledsoe County High or Middle School, or you can also stop by the Board of Education office Monday through Friday as well and pick up a registration form. And near the courthouse, an antique tractor show is going to take place. It starts at 10 a.m. and it'll last until 12 noon. That'll be followed by a tractor parade on Main Street. And I never heard of tractor parade until last year, I think. I think they've done this last year too.
Well, it can't be very long because it can't cut off the road past Stanford Pharmacy down that way.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe it goes, I don't know where it goes. That's interesting. Yeah. And I know for a fact we were filming one day here and a bunch of them come through. Remember that?
I remember that. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, some people have got some antique tractors.
I bet.
You better believe it.
I bet. Well, it's also, you got, of course, the war reenactment. That'll be
World War II. We figured that out.
Oh yeah, you thought
where the GI Joes come in.
Now that's on Saturday, and I've said to y'all already, I'm gonna say it again, we need to film that day. We really need to. Or we need to that Friday. And our producer's having surgery, of course.
No, I didn't.
So I'll be sure to have a word with her during the commercial break.
Heal her.
That would be a perfect opportunity to do that, though. Sunday is the Farm to Table, which they started that last year. The Farm to Table, it's where they set up.
Yeah, right out in the middle of the street.
Yes. They had, I think, 150 people last year sit down and eat at the Farm to Table meal. So hopefully they'll have just as good of a crowd for that, if not a better crowd.
Yeah, better.
And see some people excited running up and down the street here. I don't know what they're excited about, but it sure was funny. They're mighty excited.
Getting to see all the sights of Pikeville.
I guess so. Now, at the farmers market, there'll be vendors and handcrafted items that'll be set up from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. There'll be a banjo and fiddle picking contest that starts at 5 p.m. and you get $100 if you win first place, so that's good.
Wow.
Well, I need to take some lessons real fast, don't I? And from 6 to 8 p.m., Papa, it's a swing dance with a big band sound orchestra. And if I knew how to swing dance, I'd do that too. But I've been saying they need to give lessons on that. Not everybody knows how to do that.
Sammy Kaye had a band way back.
That's in your era. You should do it.
And his motto was "Swing and Sway with Sammy Kaye."
Swing and sway with Sammy Kaye.
I'll bet you there's some people out here that's 100 years old that remembers that.
Probably so. Who's Sammy Kaye?
He was a band leader.
Okay.
Les Brown and the Band of Renown.
Okay.
A lot of the old, they were big bands.
Yeah. I'm not too big on big band music. I mean, I know a lot of people like I don't
At
really
school
care
today,
for it.
some kid asked me if I like band music, big band music.
What did
kid
you say?
asked me. I said, well, I don't even know any bands now.
But you know what big band music is.
Oh, yeah.
So you could have said that.
It was not country.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Not even close. Now, South Main Street will be the site for the Kids Corner. It will include pumpkin painting and rolling, and there'll be face painting, a petting zoo, and there'll be miniature horses to ride. And that'll be from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. So you need to go ride your miniature horse, Papa.
Yeah.
No, we'll have to film that if that happens. And the event weekend, of course, will come to a close on Sunday with, as well as talking about earlier, the Farm to Table Luncheon.
It's on Sunday?
Yes, it's on Sunday, and it's a 250 ticket dinner, and it's, of course, right here on Main Street, and the food will be provided by the Woodens Apple House Farm.
Right. They have good food.
Well, it's Farm to Fork Catering is what it's called.
Okay.
And that'll start at 1 p.m. on Sunday. In the event of rain, the lunch will be moved to the Farmers Market or at the Pikeville Municipal Building, which I guess that's over there by your house now.
Yeah, that's the only municipal building this town has.
That's what I thought.
And if you
That's
can't,
if the weather is
if you
severe.
can't find a place to park, you can park in my yard for $10.
That's smart. That's smart. I get half the profits though. Tickets are $15 a person, and they can be bought at the Pikeville Buttsville Chamber of Commerce, located in the Pikeville Municipal Building, or Bilbrey Insurance, one of our sponsors, on Spring Street. They're right behind Howard Upchurch's law office. Local businesses downtown, they are encouraged to participate in a window decorating contest. I didn't know this.
That's good.
A scarecrow contest is going to be held among the elementary schools. You might be substituting and see all that.
I might get to see that.
Probably. The Main Street Committee does still need vendors though for Saturday, folks. So if you are interested, call Miss Gina Lansing. Her number is 423-883-1529. That's 423-883-1529. Call Gina Lansing if you would like to be a vendor. That'd be a smart idea to be a vendor. You'd make you some money for sure. Because there'll be a good crowd. Hopefully they'll have really good weather too.
Fried pies.
Allie picked a terrible time to have surgery. And to get that dig in there. Terrible time. Are you having your teeth cut out too, Wisdom? Oh, wow. Well, she'll be acting like me that day then, or a few days after. It's rough, Allie.
Just take a pain pill and go on.
You have to, and try to get rest is all I can say for you. But that's easier said than done, isn't it?
It is.
But Mount Christian Methodist Church Pawpaw is having a revival next week. WUAT listeners, it's going to be next week, September 24th, 25th, 26th. Starts at 6 p.m. each night, and the guest speaker is Reverend Greg Bartley.
That's good.
That is good. And we've been talking about this, and I saw Miss Erling Boring, or Erling Young. Erling Young. I saw her yesterday, and told her that we should be judges at this event from now on. It's a 5th annual Smoke in the Valley. It's a barbecue competition and festival, And it's going to be Saturday, September 23rd at the Bledsoe County Fairgrounds from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. It's $2 gate admission, 6 and under get in free. There'll be music, food, vendors, and free games for kids to play. And you can go to www.bledsoecountyrescue.com for more info, because the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad is the sponsor of this event, and it's in its 5th year. And these are professionals, so the barbecue will be finger licking good, and they will have a concession stand. She did confirm that with the barbecue.
That they will be preparing. And it only costs $2 to get in.
You know, Allie, you'll be better by then, so we might have to film that event. And we'll have a finger licking good time. I'll even let you eat some barbecue.
Let her.
Yeah, I'm so nice.
You didn't say you'd buy it for her. I'll let you eat.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Now, this was brought by yesterday. You're invited to a benefit for Beverly Osborne. They'll be having a pig roast, baked beans, coleslaw, dessert, and beverage. It's going to be held at the Summer City Baptist Church Community Center. And it's going to be that same day as the barbecue festival. It's Saturday, September 23rd, and it starts at 3 p.m. and lasts until 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the minimum donation is $10 a plate.
That'll be next Saturday, right?
Yep. So 2 big events next Saturday. Just go to both. They both have great food. This one's a pig roast.
Yeah. That sounds, I mean, when I've ever been to a pig roast, they have cooked a whole hog.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been to those where you just, you get your own, you can get your meat with your fork.
Wow. I've never been to one like that. That's pretty cool. That'd be wild right there.
It was.
I'm sure. And that's just some of the announcements of the happenings coming up here in Pikeville and Bledsoe County.
Pikeville must be a big town. Or Bledsoe is a big county.
Lots going on. Yeah, lots going on. Also, we'll talk a little bit more next week about the upcoming Boo Bash. It'll be the 3rd annual Boo Bash. That's going to be on October 28th. It'll also be right here in downtown. It'll kick off at the Main Street stage. And the first 2 years have been very successful. They've had a really good crowd at both times. So hopefully that'll continue this year. And just pray for good weather at all these events. That makes a big, big difference.
Makes a big difference on the turnout and the income.
It does. It does. So but that's a lot coming up. And of course, there was a lot more. I just picked a few. We've been bombarded with announcements, so I picked a few out.
I gave you one about the House of Hope.
Yes, House of Hope, but I don't have it with me. I don't know where that's at.
Well, it's a big event.
That's September 30th, though.
Okay, we got another week.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep plugging that for them because this is...
It was on a Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Saturday, September 30th. I think this is the 3rd or 4th straight year that they've done that. A lot of singers will be singing at that.
I mean,
and it's on the Main Street stage.
Chock full of people who are giving their energy and their talents to raise money for that House of Hope ministry.
Yeah, so it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's on the 30th. Eli will be singing, Eli Smith.
Yeah, I saw his picture included.
Seems like the AG family will be singing.
Hey, they're going to sing at Cold Springs tomorrow.
Radio listeners, Cold Springs 75th anniversary, Cold Springs Baptist Church. That's this Sunday. And you can go for an old-fashioned dinner on the grounds at their Family Life Center. That'll be at 1 o'clock after the morning worship service.
But
and
they don't,
Sunday school starts at 10.
really eat on the ground. They eat on tables.
Yeah, I kind of assume that.
But people always call it eat dinner on the ground.
I know. They just need to call it dinner on the table, don't they? Because that's what it is.
But it's going to be a big day.
Yeah.
And that is a big event in the life of the church. 75 years.
Yeah, it's their homecoming.
Yeah.
So Pastor Stephen Kahn and his congregation invite everyone to attend that. All right, well, let's check out some of your trivia, I guess.
Last week's
trivia.
Okay, first one. Who was the singer of the song America? One person got noted for singing that song. It became her big hit.
I know the song. I can hear it in my mind. Allie, I'm going to be a lifeline today.
It was a woman.
He just said it earlier, and we've done forgot.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? One of those hard
Who
to
sings
remember
America?
Names. One of those hard to remember last names, Smith.
It's Smith, and it's like Marilyn or Madeline.
Kate.
Oh, shoot, Kate. Where did I get Marilyn and Madeline?
Question number 2. Who was the singer that made the song popular, Don't Step on My Blue Suede Shoes?
I think that'd be Mr. Elvis Presley.
You know, I was watching a game show a while ago. He was known as Velvet Elvis.
Velvet Elvis. I didn't know that.
I never knew that. Okay.
A lot of people are still convinced that he's alive, hiding out somewhere.
Why would he be hiding with all the popularity he still got 40 years later?
Don't make any sense, does it?
Who was the singer that made the song Mona Lisa famous?
I don't know that one.
Mona Lisa. Oh, he could sing. And he had a daughter that sang too.
Oh, Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole. He had the most beautiful voice.
His daughter did too.
Yeah, Natalie. Red Sails in the Sunset was another one that he made popular. Quite a few of them.
You saying daughter, for some reason, that's what made me think of it.
Okay. Who was the person that sang Ghost Riders in the Sky?
Oh gosh, Ghost Riders in the Sky.
You've played that.
I know.
But it's not something you play regularly.
Right.
So it's an oldie. And the man would be
Johnny Cash.
Vaughn Monroe.
Crap.
You wouldn't even remember him.
No.
But all right,
Never heard of him.
Who was the man that made Frosty the Snowman popular?
Oh.
Had a beard. Big old gravelly voice, man.
Come on, Allie. Burl Ives.
Burl Ives.
Yeah.
Very good, Billy. Question number 6. Who made Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer a popular Christmas song? A cowboy.
A cowboy done it. Gene Autry.
Gene Autry.
Dang,
I had to give you a clue, though, didn't I?
Well, still, I got it at least.
Okay. Who made the song that we sing at the 7th inning of a baseball game popular?
Okay, say that one more time now.
Who made the song that we sing at the break in the 7th inning of a
Take me out to the
baseball
ball game. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what you always sing. Take me out to the ball game. Who was it that made that immortalized?
Well, I'm pretty sure I know this one. He was announcer for the Chicago Cubs.
Right.
It's Harry Carey.
Harry Carey. And
I'm sure he was looking down with so much joy last year when they finally won.
And they're still ahead today.
Oh,
in their division.
He would be so proud because, man, he stuck with them through the good, bad, and the ugly, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And it was a lot of ugly.
Yeah. A lot of ugly.
Yes.
It's been a long time since my Dodgers won, too. Okay. Give me the name of the person that made God Bless the USA a well-known song.
Lee Greenwood.
Lee Greenwood. He's got a fine restaurant. You can get a $50 meal for 2 without any problem at all.
Up in the Smokies, right?
Yeah.
I've ate there. It is good.
It is good. Okay.
That's by far his best song. By far.
I don't know of another song he sang.
Yeah, his others, I mean, they're okay, but that was his biggest hit.
That's number 1.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you tell me who made Work at 9 to 5 famous?
Oh yeah, old Dolly.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
I read the paper this week where somebody, she gave every family that lost their home $1,000 a month for 6 months to help them out. Mm-hmm. Somebody did a scam on her, but they caught them.
Oh, good.
They caught them.
Good.
Okay, the
That's
last one.
right there.
The song Rocky Mountain High. Who popularized that song?
Great song, and it's the late John Denver.
The late John Denver. You're good, Billy.
I reckon so.
You wanted me to
He
say
has a lot of good songs. You
Yeah,
like,
he
you
has
like,
more than one. He
you
has-
like country roads, don't you?
Oh, country road and green, green grass of home.
Yeah, you like that one. I've played a few of his songs for you up here.
Well, now, who was it got Rhinestone? That was
Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell.
And
Rhinestone
that's
Campbell. I like that one.
it's sad that he passed away recently.
I might ought to start singing that song some for him since he's dead.
You're funny. I got a good laugh out of that one, Allie. Okay, well, we'll be back after the break, and we'll have this week's trivia and also some sports for you as well, right here on the Albert and Billy Show.
Right.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show. All right, well, it's time for this week's trivia.
Yeah, we're ready now.
Yeah.
These are history.
Well, Allie should be able to help me here.
Nikita Khrushchev was from what country? Nikita Khrushchev.
From the look
Come
on
on,
her
Billy.
face, you don't know. I don't know. I can tell you.
Let me tell you what a nut he was. One time he was in a meeting, and it's been televised. He pulled his shoe off and threw it at someone.
Dang. He's a Russian.
Russia was a
I knew that from Nikita.
Nikita.
Yeah.
You don't believe that, by the way, do you?
Yes, he's Russian.
I know.
And yeah, I believe he threw his shoe.
Khrushchev.
Crazier things have
Khrushchev.
happened. So he threw his shoe at.
Well, which sounds
media.
better, Khrushchev or Putin?
Yeah, I know.
Vladimir, yeah, Vladimir. I bet he listens to us and he says, Albert,
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah.
He thinks our names are funny.
You know he got made fun of in school with a name like that.
Yeah, I'm sure so.
I'm sure of it.
But can you imagine Isaiah's son? Isaiah, the major prophet that wrote the book of Isaiah, he named his son Maher-Shalal-Hash-Baz.
Goodness.
Can you imagine trying to spell that? Maher-Shalal-Hash-Baz?
No, I've just been like, hey, you, come here.
Hey, you. Second question. This country, you could almost say, reverenced Winston Churchill, named the country.
England?
England or Great Britain.
Good job, Allie. I thought Winston Churchill, the only place it can be is British. It's got to be.
During World War II, you had Winston Churchill, you had Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and you had Mr. Chamberlain from France. Those were the big three they called them. Those were the three big Allied countries
Okay.
that fought the Germans and Germany and Italy, and then of course Japan too.
Yeah, Hitler and Mussolini. They were evil.
Mussolini. Okay, what was Mussolini's first name?
Well, I don't know.
Benito.
Benito.
Question number 3. Anwar Sadat was a ruler in which country?
Allie, do you know? Because I don't have a clue.
Now, this is not World War II. This is later.
Anwar
Sadat.
Anwar. Is it in Europe? Is it a European country? No?
Question
Wow,
number 4.
man, I don't know.
Benjamin Netanyahu was the leader of what country? Y'all don't think I'm pronouncing these right, do you?
I just know you're doing this
You
out
read-
of pure meanness
You read them
to
and
make
you
it hard.
Listen, you read them and you pronounce them.
No way. No, thank you.
Benjamin Netanyahu was from what country? He's the leader. He still is.
He still is.
He still is.
Ireland.
Nope.
Uh,
Next question.
Italy.
Question 5.
Canada.
Which
Switzerland.
Which country did John Foster Dulles represent?
Represent.
Well-
You have to give a better clue than that, 'cause I don't.
Well, what
do you
country was he
mean?
from? He was our representative in
The
going to other
Olympics.
countries.
Oh,
like Secretary of Defense or something.
And you said what country does he represent, though?
John Foster Dulles.
The United States.
Very good. You got one right.
There we go. Well, those are tough.
Oh, really? Did you not listen?
We got 2 right.
Did you not?
England.
Did you not listen in school that day?
No, I didn't.
Next
For those
question.
crazy names, I didn't.
Who put his signature? Who put his signature on the song "Go Rest High on That Mountain"?
Oh, Vince Gill.
You got that one?
Classic song there. Great
I
song.
still sing, or I try to sing. Kiss an Angel, Good Morning.
Great song.
Who sang that?
Charlie Pride.
Charlie Pride.
That was a trivia question on yesterday's Top 10 Countdown.
Really?
Yeah, that's funny because we didn't plan it like that.
I just fell in love with him when I heard him sing that song.
That was his biggest hit.
I'd say it was. Next question. I Have a Dream is a speech given by whom?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. You're very good. Hey, you're on a roll.
I know it.
In the nursery rhyme, this is where you don't like
crap.
them.
I've forgotten them all.
In the nursery rhyme bearing his name, where did the little boy dressed in blue choose to take a nap?
Under the haystack.
Under the haystack.
Yes. My
Good.
lifeline might help me on that one.
That's a good nursery rhyme.
It
Little boy
is.
blue.
We usually don't do good on those, do we, Allie?
Okay, when you hear rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub from that nursery rhyme, where are the 3 men? Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, where are they?
In a tub?
Where's the tub?
Dang it. That was mean. They're in a tub. They're going across the ocean?
Yes!
All right.
Sailing the ocean blue.
All right.
Okay, we ready for sports of all sorts?
Oh, is that it?
That's
I was
it.
getting on the roll. I don't want it to end when we get good. Don't. Well, Allie was helping there.
Okay.
I guess I'll give her some credit. Candace Parker, Lady Vol News, her team won last night. They're up 2-0 in the semifinals of the playoffs.
They got that far in the semifinals.
So they're, I think, 1 win away from being back in the
finals.
championship. Yeah. She played ball last night. It was on ESPN. And man, she's definitely the best in the world in the women's game. It's not even close.
Well, there's some other good players, but
There are, but they can't. I've never seen one that can do everything like that.
there are some
know,
purer shooters.
Yeah, it's just
But
that she's good at everything.
Put her on the court and she'll get something done.
Yeah, she's good at
She's one
shooting, scoring, rebounding, blocking shots, assist, steals.
Yeah.
She was doing it all.
Yeah.
And they were saying she's the only player in the league
She's
that
playing the whole
does
court.
that.
She's playing the whole court.
Yeah, by far the most versatile player
Versatile.
that I've seen in the women's game for sure.
Well, I can't remember one prior to her.
No,
That
not
stood
that
out.
can do all that.
I
I mean, she had 6 assists. That's point guard numbers. She's a 6'5" post making, 6 assists. That's, when you think about it, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what your point guard's supposed
Exactly.
to do. Okay, sports is of no interest to Allie. But
I know.
when do you remember ever Tennessee winning 2 ball games in 1 week?
Oh, yeah, because
Had
one
you
of them
thought
was on
about
a
that?
Monday.
Had you thought about it?
Of course not, no.
But that thought just struck me. I thought, well, Tennessee is 2-0. They won both those games in 1 week.
I know it. Did that come to you or did you read it?
No, I didn't read it. I did
Oh,
not read it.
good
but
job.
I'm just saying it. Just all of a sudden, I realized, well, that's unusual.
Yeah, it is, because
Of course, a lot of teams do that in a year's time.
sometimes, yeah.
But it seemed like the first
It's
time
rare.
Tennessee ever won. And listen, they didn't hardly win that first one. They outscored the other team 42-41.
I know.
But they were terribly outplayed.
They were. I was
terribly outplayed.
alarmed by that
Alarmed
performance.
was a good word.
Now, they did take care of business against Indiana State.
In the last quarter, and of course in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, Indiana State, though, they did take
well,
care of
okay.
business.
Well, they
but
should
you
have.
never know. Like, Tennessee's bad to play down to their opponent. So I didn't know what they would do.
Well, really, they didn't have a letdown because they did not play good against Georgia Tech.
No.
That Mercedes-Benz $1.6 billion stadium must have scared them to death. They didn't know what to do.
Must have.
No, you know what scared them?
No, they just didn't play good.
You know what scared them? That flexible triple option offense.
Mm-hmm.
I pray that there's no other coach in the country that watched how Georgia Tech treated us with that type of offense, and I hope in my praying that I get through to God that God won't let another coach put that in his plans.
Well, Georgia Tech's going to give people fits with that all year.
Georgia Tech will win some games.
Yeah, because it's very hard to defend. Tennessee has never defended that well, by the way, over the years. They've never defended the option very well.
Well, it's just...
But it is unique.
It is unique, but why? But listen, Paul Johnson is a master with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Georgia
Tech may, I say watch out Florida State, Miami, and some of the people in the ACC. Watch out for Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, they're there. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is a freshman quarterback.
Yeah, so that's scary to think about.
He outplayed Tennessee 3-1 by himself.
Yeah, really, they deserve to win.
They had over 600 yards.
I know.
We had about 300.
Now that defense, Tennessee's got to get better. It's got to. We'll know this week, won't we?
They defended against that 2-point conversion.
They did.
That's when it counted.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Indiana State was a 42-7 verdict. It should have been more.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that they did.
He let some of the other
dominate.
He let some of the other players play.
And should have. That's good that you can do that.
I had the idea in the back of my mind that Guantanamo might be better than Normandy.
Yeah.
But I have second thoughts.
Yeah.
I think we better stick. I believe Saturday, tomorrow, Normandy will be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he's not announced it yet, but I think so.
That other quarterback stood back on the sidelines, and he thought, well, why am I not getting to play? Well, he found out why he wasn't getting to play.
Yeah, he did. I really hope they beat Florida tomorrow. We finally broke the streak last year, so keep it going. Let's get a winning streak against them.
One good omen. Florida only had 11 yards of offense in their last game.
That's true, but it was against Michigan, though.
That's a good omen, though.
It is.
By the way,
Florida's not as good as they usually are. Tennessee should win.
They should. But
it's at the Swamp. That's no easy task. It's not at Knoxville this time.
Right. But it's at 2:30 tomorrow on CBS.
2:30 Central Time.
Our time.
I'll be watching.
Well, the SEC's got to get better. I felt like that they would bounce back this year and have a real good season, but they had 5 losses last week.
What now?
They had 5. The SEC.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes they fool around and lose to teams that they really shouldn't lose to. How did Ole Miss do?
Well, I asked Eddie Abbott, and I think they won over UT Martin.
Okay, I couldn't ever find their final score.
UT Martin scored 23 points against them, but
I know. I thought they were giving them a game there for a while. LSU, how'd they do?
LSU.
They won, didn't they?
They won.
Yeah.
Arkansas came up short.
Yeah.
Of course, some of the teams played each other.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember who won, but somebody, South Carolina played Missouri.
Yeah. So that's understandable there.
So you're gonna have one loss there.
Yeah.
But it's in the our cousin down here, Chattanooga.
How'd they do?
They're ranked 15th
in
their division. So
that's good.
They're doing pretty good. Did you hear what Nick Saban answered when they asked him because of his over $11 million contract? They said, "Do you think you're worth it?"
They asked him that?
They asked him, and he said, "Well, I don't know." He said, "It's not my job to keep up with the value and the worth of coaches." He said, "I just do my job, and I do it as well as I can."
He does it great, obviously.
I don't know.
But he should have been humble and said, no coach is worth this much money. That would have been a much more popular answer.
But well, he was saying whatever the market will stand, go for it, and that's what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, baseball.
Your Dodgers. I know that's what's coming out of your mouth next.
Let me tell you, they lost 10 in a row before they won that before last.
They did not.
They lost 10. I had a 22 game lead.
Now, what?
I've got a 9.5 game lead.
Wait, the Dodgers did not lose 10 in a row.
The Dodgers lost 10 in a row while Arizona was winning, and our 22 game lead, or 22.5 game lead, has shrunk to 9.5 games.
Well, what has happened to your
Arizona.
Dodgers?
Well, for a long time there, my number one ace was sidelined.
Well, that's some of it.
But since he's got back, he's won 2 starts. He's won 17 and lost 3 now. But we've won 2. Now we've won 2 in a row.
Dang, I thought you were just
You thought I was
joking.
kidding?
Yes, I did.
I wish I were.
Well, how can a team play so good all year and then have a 10 game? That's crazy.
Cleveland Indians in the American League have won 23 in a row.
They have really hit their stride.
Hasn't been done in over 100 years.
Now, are they playoff bound?
Well, I'm sure they will be.
Not kept up with them.
I'm sure they would be. I don't keep up with me. The Atlanta Braves are still 22.5 games behind.
And you love it.
What about tennis? The U.S. Open. Were you surprised?
U.S. Open. Yes. Well, yeah, I thought Roger Federer would win because he's been on such a roll this year, and of course everybody wanted to see him and Rafael Nadal play in that final. But
so really, the final wasn't much there.
No, because Juan Martin Del Potro of Argentina, who has won it before.
Yeah, he
is good. He upset Federer though, and so I knew once that happened, Nadal
messed
had
everything
it.
up.
It did, because he had to turn around and play Nadal next, and that's too much for him to overcome. It just is. But boy, that guy that beat Federer, that Del Potro, he has got a huge forehand. That's the biggest forehand I've ever seen. He hits that thing 90 miles an hour, Papa.
That's hard to stop.
Yes.
But now Federer has 19 titles, and Nadal's got 16 now.
That's close.
That's something else.
No, I just wonder who's going to end up with more, because the way they're playing, they're going to win more.
But now, where was
Now, Serena on the women's side, of course, had a baby, so she's been out, and so they said she would be back. She's planning to be back in Australia by January. So
by January. Did you read the baby's name?
No, what is it?
Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr. A girl is a junior.
Oh, that's weird.
Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr.
That's too much. Like, good grief.
But that's her first girl. And
junior, that's, I don't get that at all.
I don't either. I never heard of a girl being junior.
Her sister, though, I was hoping Venus would win. She made the semifinals and lost to the eventual champion, who is an American, though, Sloane Stephens.
Yeah.
Probably the future of American tennis.
I say you'll hear that name again.
Yeah, she looked good, didn't she? She was a very complete player and beat an American. And they said it was the first time in 14 or 15 years that it was an All-American final that didn't involve a Williams. And I'm sure that's true.
Well, they have dominated.
They've dominated.
Hey, which one? Serena's 37, isn't she?
No, Venus is.
Venus is 37.
Yes. But, I mean, she's having a great year.
Yeah, but still, she's got to be past her peak.
Yeah, she is, because she even has a debilitating disease.
Yeah.
So when you add that in, it's amazing that she's doing as well as she is.
Just imagine she still get on
now,
the court.
Serena passed her up once Venus got that disease. It did take a toll on her, but just the fact that she still plays, though.
But a major part of their careers, they had to play each other.
Yeah, and they do not like it at all.
No, but the cream always rises to the top, but here you had 2 jars of cream, and they both rose simultaneously. Then they had to play each other.
I know, and that usually they're not very good matches to watch because
you don't want to win.
They don't want to win,
but you
know?
win. But you want to win.
Yeah.
Danged if you do, and danged if you don't.
Yeah, they don't celebrate. If you'll notice,
no.
If you ever see their match against each other, they don't celebrate. Whoever wins.
Yeah, it's downplayed.
Yeah. That would be tough. That would be very tough.
Well, it'd be like what do you do when you're teaching your son to play a certain sport? You want him to win. You want him to learn.
Yes.
So do you try to win?
I know that's tough. You want him to win.
You want him to win, but if you don't give him some competition,
then he won't.
And he needs to learn that you don't always win.
Yeah, that's true too.
He needs to learn that you lose sometimes.
Win with dignity.
But that's a tough situation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like another situation.
But when Carolyn and I played rook against another couple, we always played to win. We always played to win. Guess who that was?
Casey May. No doubt.
Okay. In 2000.
From now on, Allie, that phone will be turned off as soon as he steps through the door.
I forget. In 2024.
But hang on. U.S. Open talk. I get a chance to talk about my woman. Sexy Shania did do a concert opening night.
Yeah.
She did the concert. They always have a concert on opening night, and boy, did she look good.
And sound good.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah.
I saw a chart, a poster somewhere. Diane Worthing's going to do a concert at Wheeler Dixon
I
Church.
know, that's up there. I didn't get to say that
She's
either.
going to, at 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon, they're going to have a concert at Wheeler Dixon Church of God, and Diane Worthing's going to be the one doing the concert.
That's great.
She's a sweet lady.
They say she sings really good. And
I've never heard her.
So radio listeners, that's this Sunday, 2 p.m.
2 o'clock. In 2024, the city of Los Angeles won the bid for the Olympics, the Summer Olympics. The first time in history, they awarded 2 bids for 2 Olympics. The 2024 and the 2028. The 2028 bid went to Paris, France.
Francais.
But anyway,
ooh la la.
two more Olympics are set that far, that's how far ahead you go. Here we are in the year of our Lord 2017, and we're talking about 7 years from now, and then 7 more years beyond that.
That's weird. Now
4 more years.
What were they again? Say them
2024.
Again.
LA got the bid.
Good. And then it's
Paris got it in 2028.
Okay, and those are the Summer
Olympics.
The Winter Olympics are this upcoming year.
Well, the Winter Olympics would probably have to be in different countries besides.
Well, you gotta have them in cold places,
well,
you
Paris
know.
might could comply, but LA'd have a hard time.
LA would be a terrible choice for that.
Could we ski on the water? Yeah, water skiing.
Yeah. I want to say the Winter Olympics might be in Canada this year, but I really don't know. I can't remember. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Because they'll be here before you know it.
Well,
it's like January or February. It's early next year.
Well, you know what? We're already in the month of September. That means the 10th month's coming up.
That's right. October just around the corner. Spooky time. Halloween.
Time has a way of getting away from you.
Oh yeah, it's like you blink and it's a year later.
When you get more advanced in age, it seems like you get less hours than other people.
It's weird.
That's not smart. That's not good.
No, that's a bummer.
I should have the same number of hours as you.
I agree.
I guess I do.
Well, I was sitting there thinking you do, but I was just going along with it.
But it seems like mine. Seems like mine is going downhill and yours is going. No, yours is on an even keel.
Right, you're getting me all choked up, Papa. Is that all you got for sports?
That's all I got for sports. Sports of all sorts has sorted itself out.
Well, that was a good sports session today. All right, coming up after the break, it's Albertology time.
Yeah.
Right here on the Albert and Billy Show.
We want to do that?
I know you do. Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube as well. It's time for Papa's favorite segment of the show, Albertology. What you got for us this week?
Well, remember a couple of weeks ago I brought up the idea of our listeners or viewers bringing up a one-word description of the place we live in.
And people are competing. They're playing.
The Pikeville area, and then all the little communities scattered hither and yon. So we have had some response.
Yeah, we've had a lot of response, and we'll do some more of them next week. We're getting letters. You can continue to write us letters if you want to play along. It's fun. And you can go to you can go to our Facebook page and play on there. You can also mail us at P.O. Box 128, Pikeville, Tennessee, or P.O. Box 395, Pikeville, Tennessee. Now explain to everybody what it is again.
Well, I just came up with the idea one day of the place we live in. The people that come here to live, many of them have no roots here at all, but they choose to live here in this county, in this town, in this area. Why? So that's what I was wondering. What is there about our community in which we live that we take for granted that other people find, I want that word. What do they find here that makes them want to live here? So I asked for people to send in a one-word description of the town or the county or the community where they live.
So you can do that still, folks. Keep playing along.
So Billy had some. Just stop him and give him. In the road.
They brought it by here, actually.
Oh, they brought it by here.
Yeah. And we've been getting letters as well.
So the first descriptive word that has been turned in is by Shirley Farley, and the word is country.
And I need to say this. She said, I wanted to say God's country, but
That's
it's just
words.
So she wanted me to say that.
But you know what?
But that's why she said country.
I have heard other people describe it that way.
Yeah, definitely.
God's country.
It is.
But it is country. It's not very cityfied. There's only one city in the whole county.
Yeah.
And it's not a very big city.
Right.
Okay, Cassandra Ray. Is that the way?
So, yes.
She said historic.
And it is.
It is historic. We have a section of Pikeville here called the historic section.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how old the old jail is down here?
I would guess at least 100.
I would think it that much or older. I think I've got that in.
It always reminded me, Papa, of Mayberry, their jail of the jail on the Andy Griffith Show.
All right.
And we had a few Otises in there, the town drunk, on Andy Griffith. We had a few of them.
he would come in and check himself in.
Yes. And we had some do that too.
And we had...
That's pretty bad when you had to chase them down. They just come to you.
Take the key and unlock it and lock themselves in. That's good. But we had... Patricia turned in a list of every letter in the alphabet.
But you can do that, folks, too. You can use each letter of the alphabet to describe Bledsoe County and Pikeville as well, or the community you live in.
When you get to X, let me know what you used.
Yeah, that would be tough.
But I want to give you 2 or 3 of her words.
You can go through more than that.
Well, I've got a lot of other things to do.
Okay.
Her C was churches.
Yes, very true.
I have no idea how many churches are in Bledsoe County.
Nor do I, but it would be several.
Okay, she also used for the word M, for the letter M rather, mountains.
Yeah.
These mountains are on either side of us, all the way down this 65-mile long valley.
Yep.
And there are rocks on both sides of this valley where those mountains show the rock formations that were there. All the rock that's being harvested out of this valley floor came from those mountains, I believe.
Oh, I never thought about that, but you're probably right.
Well,
Probably.
listen, Billy, listen.
That's his favorite word, isn't it, Allie?
Her
Listen.
her
Now
W,
listen.
but listen, her
Let's
W,
see.
her W was WAT. I like
I
that,
love
Patricia.
that one now. Good job, Patricia.
This is
WUAT, that's right.
this is my list, and I'm just going to pick out 2 or 3. F was fishing.
Yeah, definitely plenty of places to do
Lot
that.
of fish. You're going to ponds, Fall Creek Falls,
Yeah.
Sequatchie River.
Yeah.
You can fish north of the valley in the Sequatchie River and catch trout. Eddie Albert
wow.
caught about a 3-pound trout up there at the north end of the valley one day. We were fishing.
Up towards, I guess, talking about 9 Mile or Twin Lakes.
Above 9 Mile.
Oh, okay, way up there then.
My J was jobs because of the new factory
Yes.
opening, going to provide 1,000 jobs for
Well,
people that are looking for a job.
That's a good one, Papa.
K. Now, Billy, you probably don't know what this is. Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd say that.
Have you ever looked through the kaleidoscope? All you have to
Mhm.
do is turn it just a little notch and it changes.
Right.
You have a different pattern, you have a different view. It's beautiful every time you turn it.
Okay.
Kaleidoscope. Bledsoe County is
That's a
full
good
of
one.
pleasantness, generous people. The people are
Mhm.
one of the greatest assets in this county.
I
The
agree.
people.
You're right.
They're very generous.
And of
Okay.
course, B would be
Billy.
most people. Yeah, that's a good one, Billy. I like that one. A lot of people are saying beautiful. I knew that would be
Yeah.
the most popular answer because it is.
Well,
it
and
is.
then you used for Q. I heard you use the word quaint.
I did.
I
It
don't believe
is.
Bledsoe County will ever lose its quaintness
I don't either.
because it's never going to be that big.
Exactly. I've always said we have the ability to be a miniature Gatlinburg. And I hope one day that happens because we could be, because it is so pretty.
Well, it's not just Pike and Bledsoe County. There's something about these East Tennessee hills
You're
that
right.
people fall in love with and want to move here, want to live here.
I know. A lot
I'll
of
tell
people
you.
moving here.
Well, one thing that you might not be aware of, I'm sure you're not, the taxes here are very mild compared to, say, New Jersey or
Actually,
somewhere.
I am. Yes, because I've heard so many people say that, Papa.
Yeah.
Because I'll just ask people, why'd you move here? And a lot of the answers I got, besides the beauty of the place, is the taxes.
Yeah.
It's so expensive to live in other places.
But if you go to spend your money for food, you're not going to get a better deal on food here,
No.
nor anything else. Your utility bills would
Yeah.
probably be comparable here with anywhere else.
Yeah, I would say so.
But I think the big asset we have is the taxation sheet.
Must be, because a lot of them say that.
Of course, you don't have to worry about running a red light either.
Not anymore. We used to have 3, and now we have 3 stop signs. And I think we should go back to the red lights because people run these stop signs like crazy.
Yeah, but did you read where there's no red light right now for the
Yeah,
bypass? For the bypass.
Yeah, I don't like that. We need the red lights back.
Well, it's not our road to hoe. Okay.
Allie, yeah, we used to have them though, Allie, and the problem is people didn't run them near as much. These stop signs, trust me, I know because I see it every day. It's crazy. They just run right past it. I've seen so many near accidents, and you just want to say, what the heck's wrong with you? Wait, I know you saw the sign. Stop.
But with the traffic lights, with the red lights,
You can't miss them, so you know it's more obvious.
I saw a woman get killed right here in front of the
Oh, gosh.
Stevens
Did you?
drugstore. She was crossing the road, and a little lady, I'm not going to call her name, she's dead now, but she was going north in a little blue car. And she was going on that other side of the traffic flow. And she was going that way, and this woman was trying to cross the road, and she hit her. She should not have been going across the road where the traffic was.
No.
but
No.
it killed her. It killed her.
And
So
you saw that? Ooh.
yeah, I was popping popcorn.
Ooh.
Okay,
That'd be tough to see.
my feature for today is on Down syndrome. And you may
Terrible
wonder,
disease.
you may wonder why I have chosen this, but there's a big article in the paper.
I see that.
Oh, big article about 2 weeks ago.
In Iceland.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, you want to read the headlines?
Through killing, not curing, Iceland is close to eradicating Down syndrome births. Ooh.
Okay, CBS did a feature documentary on this subject. Oh,
That would be very controversial there.
anyway, here was their tweet.
Gosh.
They said Iceland is on pace to virtually eliminate Down syndrome through abortion.
So the doctors are telling them you have a baby in your belly with Down syndrome, and these women are choosing to abort it, sounds like.
Well, okay, now you've said what you said. Now listen. You
There's
ever
that listen again.
Have you ever watched the program Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yes, I have.
Okay, the
Yes.
woman on there, his wife, her name is Deborah.
Yeah.
Okay, her real name is Patricia Heaton.
Yes, she has another show now.
Oh, yeah, she does. But she saw that program on CBS where they said this.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what she said. She blasted CBS for the headline and the story, pointing out that Iceland is not actually eliminating Down syndrome. They're just killing everybody that has it. Big difference.
Oh, that's a very good point.
If you're
And
eradicating,
that's so true.
Well, that's what abortion is, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
So CBS went on then after she said that, and they admitted many people born with Down syndrome can live full, healthy lives with an average lifespan of 60 years.
Oh, that's important to know.
Now listen to these stats. This is according to the American Journal of Medical Genetics, and this is what they found. 99% of the individuals with Down syndrome they say they are happy. 99% say they're happy.
Wow.
If you met normal people up and down the street, would you find 99% of them were happy?
No. I can answer that one real fast for you. No.
94% of their siblings are satisfied with the family structure.
Man.
94%.
No, people
Their
don't
brother
know
or
this.
sister that has Down syndrome, they've learned to adapt to it.
Yeah.
Listen, only.
Now listen,
I've
folks.
I've got to quit using that word. Only 4% of the parents interviewed regretted their decision to go ahead and have the Down syndrome baby.
That's amazing. That's a very, very low percentage.
Yeah. And then I asked you if you remembered Gene Stallings, the football
Yes.
coach at the University of Alabama several years ago.
Sure do.
He had a son with Down syndrome.
I didn't know this until
And
you told me.
He got up to be in his 20s,
Right.
and he was on the sideline with the team. He was part of the team. He enjoyed being there, and probably like a water boy, or he just did little things. And he was always around his daddy and always around the players. Mr. Stallings, a very successful coach, may I add.
Yes, he was.
Anybody that coaches at Alabama is going to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
But listen, he had to quit coaching
I did not know
because it bothered his son so much when they lost a game.
That's amazing. I did not know this. So evidently it tore him up when they lost.
It did.
So much so that Gene Stallings had to retire
Yeah.
from a great job.
Now I want to go back to what you said a while ago.
Okay.
The Icelandic geneticist Kari Stephenson.
Tough words there.
Kari, Kari Stephenson, admitted it wasn't for medical reasons. Rather, it's due to heavy handed genetic counseling or pressure from authority figures that tells that mother to be and that daddy to be, you don't want to have a Down syndrome baby.
Yeah.
We're saying to you,
Yeah.
just have it aborted.
Yeah.
They're not saying have it killed.
No.
Which is what Patricia Heaton is trying to argue for.
Yeah, I see her point on that. And they're probably strongly suggesting that they abort the baby, I'm sure.
Well, that's Iceland.
Right.
All right. Let me tell you, there's in Denmark, 98% of the children diagnosed are killed in the womb. In Denmark.
Gosh, I didn't know this.
In France, 77% are killed in the womb.
Man.
And in the United States,
Mhm.
67% of the parents-to-be listen to the counseling and decide to abort their child.
I did not know it was that high here in the U.S. either.
That's almost 3/4.
That's alarmingly high.
And this
I'm
one
shocked
mother,
by that.
this one mother in Iceland did not have her baby aborted. Now the baby's 7 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and she has a beautiful 7-year-old daughter, Augusta, one of the few people in Iceland with Down syndrome who hasn't been killed. The pair have become crusaders for those with disabilities, so they will be fully integrated on their own terms. And after all, she says, what kind of society do we want to live in? What was it that Germany went after first? They wanted the vulnerable. They didn't want the old and the diseased. And listen, that's biblical too. When the children of Israel were taken captive down into Babylon, they didn't want old Albert. They wanted the young, strong boys.
Okay.
And so those that are vulnerable become unnecessary. So those are the first ones to go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to use that, but I read that and it bothered me.
Yeah, it should. I think that would bother just about anybody.
Okay, I see I'm not going to have time for much of anything else. I have got, listen.
You've got a little bit of time.
I've got from Miss Kilgore and Dunlap, I've got a stack of things this deep.
We could dedicate a whole segment to that.
Oh no, we wouldn't get through.
No, we really wouldn't.
Okay, here's a few.
We're talking about Miss Linda Kilgore from Dunlap.
No,
Thank you, Linda.
Her name's not Linda, is it?
Yes, Linda Kilgore.
Okay. Here's what she says. Forward, I am heavy, but backward, I am not. What am I? Forward, I am heavy, but backward, I am not. A ton. A ton spelled backward is not.
Wow.
He has married many women, but has never been married. What is he?
A priest?
A priest, that's good. How are a jeweler and a jailer alike?
I don't know.
The jeweler sells watches, and the man in jail watches sales. C-E-L-L-S.
Okay, yeah.
How many bricks does it take to complete a building made of bricks?
I don't know.
Just one to complete it.
Shoot.
Way to go, Miss Kilgore. How many?
Those are good.
How many of each animal did Moses take on the ark?
I was hoping my lifeline knows. 7 clean, 2 unclean.
Moses didn't take any on the ark. It's Noah.
Crap. You're good, Linda. You're good.
Okay. If 2's company and 3's a crowd, what are 4 and 5?
I don't know. I mean,
9. not even through one page yet.
These are tough.
How much dirt is in a hole 4 feet deep and 2 feet wide?
How much dirt is in a hole 4 feet deep
And 2 feet
2
wide.
feet wide? I don't know.
No, you dug it out. They're so simple, aren't they?
I know, they're so simple, they're hard.
What goes up and down without moving?
It goes up and down without moving.
They go up and down, but they don't move.
They go up and down, but they don't move. I don't know.
Stairs.
Shoot.
What grows up while growing down?
What grows up
While growing
while
down.
growing down?
A goose. A goose grows down. That's what their feathers are called.
Good grief.
What what has a foot on each side and one in the middle? A foot is on each side and one in the middle.
Well, that's a tough. Oh, it's probably real simple, and that's why I'm not thinking of it.
I don't want you to think that I knew all these.
Yeah, I know these are hard. I don't know.
A yardstick. They're 3
Shoot.
feet. Okay. Take off my skin. I won't cry, but you will.
Take off my skin.
I won't cry, but you will.
I don't know.
You don't do any cooking, Billy. You don't cook.
Oh, okay,
you
you're
don't
right.
cook hamburgers.
So what is?
An onion. You get an onion in your eyes, you cry.
That is a good one.
But the onion won't cry.
No, it won't.
The more it dries, the wetter it gets. What is it?
The more it dries, the wetter it gets. The wetter it gets, Allie. What is it? The more it dries, the wetter it gets. The more it dries, the wetter it gets.
A towel. What has four?
Oh gosh.
What has 4 eyes but cannot see?
Well, it has 4 eyes but cannot see.
Stove.
A stove.
I hadn't thought about that. That's you're right. But Mississippi is her answer.
Oh, yeah.
That's good, Allie.
But that is a good one, Allie. These are tough now.
What is greater than God, more evil than the devil? The poor have it, the rich need it, and if you eat it, you'll die. Oh,
I don't know.
nothing.
No. How can anybody get some of these?
Where did she get these?
Yeah, we need to ask Miss Kilgore this, don't we?
If you look at the number on my face, you won't find 13 any place.
If you look at the number on my face, you won't find 13 any place.
There's 2 of them in this room.
A watch, clock.
Clock.
Finally! Finally!
Okay. What room can no one enter?
What room can no one enter? So I guess you have to exit.
Mushroom. Thank you, Miss Kilgore.
Oh, Miss Kilgore, those were good.
Let me see if I got one.
Those were tough.
Let me see if I got one.
Yeah, we can do a joke and call it a day. Those were tough. At least we got one right.
Okay. This man had been shipwrecked.
Okay.
And he was on an island, a deserted island, of course, nobody else there.
Yeah.
And he'd lived there for decades alone.
Dang, nobody found him.
Finally, a passing ship saw some smoke or something and came over and rescued him. And the ship's captain tells him to get anything he wants to take with him that he's accumulated after all those years of being there on the island alone.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'll walk with you and help you carry anything you want to carry to put on board my ship.
Okay.
So they passed various huts that he had built along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the man tells the captain that that's where he slept, that's where he cooked, that's where he kept his supplies, and so on and so forth. He's telling him what all he's done in all those years.
Yeah.
Finally, they come to two well-built structures. What did you do in that one? Asked the captain. Oh, the man said with pride, that's the church I built. I lost track of what day was Sunday, but I prayed there once a week. Well, it looks identical to that other building over there. The captain said, what's that one for? Oh, the man said with a sneer, that's the church I used to go to.
And it's only him.
Oh, thank you.
That is good. That is good. That's pretty pathetic. He can't get along with himself.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this.
One more.
Okay. You can do Christmas shopping for 25 relatives on December the 24th in 25 minutes if you're a man.
That's the truth.
That
is the truth.
You can do Christmas shopping for 25 relatives in 25 minutes on December the 24th.
You got that right.
On Mother's Day.
We get what we need and we get out of there.
On Mother's Day, the busiest place in some of the department stores and in places like the dollar store and Fred's Place is the card counter.
Oh, yeah.
People running to get Mother a card.
I know it.
They thought of it at the last minute.
I think we've all been guilty of that one. Don't you?
Well, yeah, our anniversary card.
Yes, everybody's guilty of that at some point. All right, well, those were good. And Miss Kilgore, well, we've got plenty more material from her, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so let's read some more of those. That was interesting.
It
and
was.
very hard to figure out. Very hard to figure out. Well, thanks for listening to us on WUAT Radio, and thanks for watching on Channel 18 Valley TV. And don't forget, you can always check us out on YouTube. Just pull up the Albert and Billy Show on YouTube, and you can watch every episode of the show. And we'll be back next week, folks. So long.
See you, folks.